All right, so we're going to work on some logarithmic equations. The first thing you want to take a look at is if you have logs on both sides and they have the same base, this is really important, they have to be the same base, then what we're going to do is if they're set equal to each other, you could just set the stuff inside the logs equal to each other. So we get x minus 3 equals 5. Add 3 to both sides, we get x is equal to 8. And this is going to be our answer. Now, they're not all going to be that easy, but for the case of this one, since they are logs of the same base that are both set equal to each other, we can just go ahead and set what's inside these logs equal to each other. Steps for solving log equations like this one, you can see this one, even if I move the log base 6 of x plus 4 over to the other side, I still have that 1 hanging out there. So the steps for solving a log equation is to combine to one log. Then it's going to be to convert to an exponent. And then it's going to be to solve. So we're going to get this to one logarithm. Now remember that when two logs are added together, we're going to multiply what's inside of them. So this is going to be the log base 6 of x plus 3 x plus 4 equals 1. Now I'm going to FOIL out what's in there. So it's going to be x squared minus 4x plus 3x plus 12. Combine our like terms in the middle, we get x squared minus x plus 12. So this is the log base 6 of x squared minus x plus 12 equals 1. Now we're going to convert to an exponent. This is why it's so key that we can convert easily between logs and exponents. So remember, if we have log base a of b equals c, this is going to convert to a to the c equals b. Remember, it's a to the c equals b. So for this one, it's going to be 6 to the first power equals this polynomial right here. All right, well, for this one, I'm going to move the 6 over. 6 to the first power is just 6. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides, and we get 0 equals x squared minus x plus 6. Now I'm going to factor this. Factors of 6 that add to negative 1 are going to be x minus 3 and x plus 2 equals 0. What do these work out to? Well, I set the first factor equal to 0 and I get x equals 3. And I set the other factor equal to 0 and I get x equals negative 2. The last thing we need to make sure is check for negative logs. Because I cannot have a negative inside either of my logarithms, I take a look. If x is negative 2, negative 2 plus 1 is 1, so we're okay there. So these are going to be both of our solutions. If we had a log that worked out to be a negative inside of that logarithm, we would need to get rid of it. That would be an extraneous solution.